More trouble for the Nampa School District. Just as the district is trying to get itself out of a multi-million-dollar hole, another employee says they were fired after sounding the alarm for questionable financial practices.
We've, of course, been reporting about the former accountant who said she was fired after speaking out. And now tonight, Todd Young says he was fired after speaking up about his concerns about how the district spent taxpayer money. Tina Jensen has much more on this On Your Side investigation.
Young's attorney Andrew Shoppy has already filed claims with the Idaho Human Rights Commission and the Nampa School District for retaliation and sexual discrimination. Another complaint alleging violations of Idaho's Whistleblower Act is about to be filed with the court.
The program is flawed from inception to execution. People needed to know where their money was going and what the environmental impact of that would be.
Todd Young says these pictures he sent us of cases of styrofoam trays being thrown into an industrial-sized dumpster ultimately cost him his job.
Went back, took one more picture, and that's when they spotted me. I then called you to let you know what was going on.
You may remember the story I reported on last year. The Nampa School District switched to styrofoam lunch trays for what they called a cost savings. They said they'd buy a recycling machine to justify the environmental impact. The problem is they hadn't bought it. Hundreds of styrofoam trays are thrown out at this elementary school alone. The day after our first story aired, the district announced they'd found the money to purchase the machine.
Seems like, oh, we found the money. And then all of a sudden the money came available. I don't know.
But the program proved problematic. Young said the numbers just didn't add up.
And that's just basic math. I mean, if you have 5,000 trays a day and a machine does 1,000 trays a day, you're 4 days behind every day.
Used trays were stacking up in the district warehouse, and eventually workers tossed them into an industrial-sized dumpster a few months later. That's when Young sent us these pictures. We kept him anonymous.
About 40 minutes later, I received a call from Sheila Kime, the director of Nutrition Services, asking me if I'm the one that had called and how suspicious it was that the second I leave, a news crew shows up.
After that, he says work became unbearable.
I mean, they just went after me for everything, whether it was factual or not. I went to Steve Kipp, the director of Human Resources, and I explained everything about harassment, intimidation, about the wasting of the money. And 3 weeks later, I was terminated.
And his attorney says, despite a stellar employment record, when Young made a comment about a green card, the district said it was racist. He was escorted out of the building.
Why discriminate against Hispanics when I myself adopted a Hispanic child? So it just didn't make any sense. And I tried to explain that to him.
The school district says Young was an at-will employee and could be terminated with or without cause. But as Young's attorney points out, the Whistleblower Act protects all employees, including those that are classified as at-will. We'll continue to follow the story for you. Live in the studio, Tina Jensen, Today 6 on Your Side.